What's going on, guys, and welcome back. The ongoing archetype has never really had a true home in Marvel Snap. Oftentimes, it has to rely on a big, powerful card like Thanos, or the cards are just used independently across the decks in the game. However, with the recent Spectrum buff, we've got ourselves a great deck today. Evil Spectrum takes the massive new adjustment to the card and combines her synergy with other reliable big statted cards to bring you a deck that is both consistent and comes loaded with huge surprise factor. Now, you see, Spectrum here was on the cusp of being a pretty good deck to begin with. It was getting closer to competitive play, but oftentimes the biggest weakness of the card was it needed some other win condition in the deck because, well, it had 5 power. But now that it has 7 power, it's an absolute threat in her own lane, and then she can have the big surprise burst factor that the deck brings. Now, you guys know one of my favorite things in decks is tons of flexibility, and compared to a year ago, we have a lot more ongoing cards that you can play. The main goal of the deck is to spread all these low-cost ongoing cards that you surprise the opponent with the giant burst that Spectrum brings. But now we have things on top of Ant-Man like Howard the Duck and Iron Lad. You can play Goose Down, Luke Cage, Mojo, Mobius. A lot of these cards, armor, are already good in the current meta, and then they're going to be even better because you can add to their stats, making it a 2-5, a 2-7 with today's deck, and bringing it home, guys. So when it comes to the ongoing cards, a lot of flexible options. I'll break through them in the deck breakdown, but the main core of it is remaining surprising. What's going on, guys? Other Cozy here to talk about today's video sponsor, Honkai Starrail, a breakthrough game from the creators of Genshin Impact Hoyoverse with over 80 million downloads in the last 5 months. Now, no matter how you game, whether it's on the go, on mobile, maybe at home on PC, and now available on PlayStation 5, Honkai Starrail has you covered. In a vast space adventure, explore breathtaking worlds, immersing you with impeccable animation and captivating music. Fight alongside more than 20 different playable characters, all with their own unique personalities. And speaking of which, there's a new limited-time 5-star hero, Jinglu, a legendary sword-wielding female who's a powerful DPS character with a relentless, punishing transformation to enhance her abilities. But in addition to her, we also have Topaz and her faithful companion, Numby. Now, she might seem young and innocent, but she's a director of business. When tagged alongside Numby, harnessing the element of fire, she makes an incredible support unit. Personally, this has me written all over it. Anytime a character has like a summonable companion that you could play and boost the stats with, yeah, definitely gonna be playing her. Right now is the perfect time to play as version 1.4 just launched, bringing 2 new maps, Pillars of Creation and Old Weapon Testing Ground, alongside 10 free gifts. If you log in 7 days, you'll get yourself 10 free Starrail special passes, and you can use them to draw one of the new exclusive characters. So what are you waiting for? You can download Honkai Starrail using my code down below or right here on screen. You'll net yourself 50 free Stellar Jades. And I want to give a huge special thank you again to Honkai Starrail for sponsoring today's video. Looking at our deck, let's go ahead and break down the cards that I've chosen to have selected in here. I'll go ahead and say which ones are flexible in a moment. But the core strategy of the deck is laying down our cheap ongoing cards like Luke Cage, Mobius Zabu, and Lizard. And we have our alternate win conditions to follow up our Spectrum. Now, obviously, Spectrum is our turn 6 play, but we have Wong in the deck that is typically seen as a greedy card, and I do tend to agree. But in this instance, Wong is going to be fantastic because we're going to combine him with other on-reveal cards like Korg and Rockslide, and then, of course, he's ongoing himself, so he can get the Spectrum bonus if we play her on top of him twice out to get 4 power across the team. If we don't get the pull like Spectrum, we have alternate win conditions like Darkhawk or Shang-Chi to counter the biggest weakness against our deck, and that's huge power cards like Shuri. By far the riskiest part of our deck is both Man-Thing and Typhoid Mary. Definitely don't have to play them too, but they do synergize extremely well stat-wise with our Luke Cage that we're looking to draw. They're also both ongoing, and so this is the evil kind of version of the build. You can definitely go with a Ebony Maw, you know, if you want to continue the evil route and just boost up the big stats. But again, we have ways to counter big decks. We have big stats ourselves. And then our Darkhawk and our Korg Disruption friends is what keeps the deck consistent and reliable. Now, if you want to talk about flex cards, Mobius, Man-Thing, and probably Typhoid are the biggest flex positions in the deck. The first things I would replace these cards with are cheap ongoing cards that you have access to. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you could get away with a Goose if you're playing Zabu. You can throw out even Colossus because you don't get hit by some of these penalties. Ant-Man is a great play as well. Mr. Fonta is always one. Mr. Fantastic, really great card at the moment for priority. And then just good old tech cards like Cosmo and Rogue. Rogue is interesting because you can counter the Mobius and you can get her an ongoing ability. Or again, Iron Lad with Howard the Duck plays well into the deck. Lastly, you got tech cards like Enchantress. You can go with Cosmo, heck, America Chavez to just make things a bit easier to draw. Or one of my personal favorites, and that's a good 5 cost, right? Claw, Devil Dinosaur. But Professor X is great because if you miss, you have a way to boost into that with something like Spectrum, right? Or you can even Jeff and have him as a replaceable option. The main focus is get Korg out there as soon as possible and Rock Slide for the disruption. Spread out those ongoing cards as best as possible, saving Luke Cage as a surprise for last. Darkhawk as late as you can play him, the better. And then, of course, we've got our good old Spectrum. Now, the last couple things about the deck, guys, is it's fantastic against Thanos, which is being ran a ton right now with Spectrum, although Darkhawk is the perfect Thanos counter. And then a little cheeky thing with Wong that you guys will see today is he's perfect Alioth bait. You don't always need him, and you can guarantee your opponent is going to play on Wong, and so it's great to have him out there as a nice distraction. Now, I do want to touch on that last point a bit better here. Guys, playing Luke Cage last is typically a good idea. The Typhoid, the Lizard, they're going to attack these cards, but you can obviously just have Luke Cage to get rid of it. Man-Thing, another great example. So the more you can play him late, the better. Mobius should always be probably your turn 2 play in most instances, unless you're playing against a Mobius. Then Zabu, trying to get him out and maybe cheat a 4-cost card out there before they Mobius your side is also an option. And then everything else can just kind of play as you see it. Not having priority can be great. You know, obviously are susceptible to Alioth, but having Shang-Chi is fantastic. Maybe sometimes you want priority, which this deck can also do to get rid of a Venom or something like a Shuri build before they Taskmaster. So a lot of ways to win. You have to kind of perfect priority and how that works, but altogether, the deck has all the tools you need. And with this, guys, we're going to take the deck into Gold Conquest. On ladder, I had about an 80% win rate. The cube gain was fantastic. Oftentimes, getting +8, +4. It's kind of what goes best for the deck. Is the burst at the end from Spectrum is quite surprising. And it's only going to get more surprising as we go away from this giant buff to the card. Let's start with battle number 1. But opening hand-wise, definitely Lizard. Not bad. Mobius opening hand, never bad either. Really, Korg's the only one play we can get. You could definitely add Howard the Duck, Iron Lad, and we've got the Abby and Raptor. So this is going to be our deemed Man-Thing lane, guys, if we can manage to pull that off. We're going to Mobius now. We'll take a stab that this guy's definitely going to be putting his second card here, but we'll go ahead and try to match him. This actually hurts us a lot more than you might think because he is thinning his deck, right? And now our Darkhawk play is that much worse. So got to kind of calculate everything here, and Hellfire Club is our last location. Listen, stats and Korg, I don't hate it, especially because we can Wong and do the Rock Slide then, instead of just playing Rock Slide now. Get a little bit of both. That seems kind of hot. We're in a unique predicament here, guys. We're in a unique predicament here. I don't love where we could play these, but let's see. Let's go right side with Wong here. He takes our Darkhawk, which is fine. We got Shang-Chi, fantastic. Do we go? I wish we had Zabu here. We could do this, and then if we top deck Typhoid or Man-Thing, we're good. If we top deck Zabu, we're going to be screwed. We could also just try to play our guy out now. I'm thinking that this may be our best option. Get another ongoing card out there. Probably put it in the left lane if we do get Spectrum. We're not going to snap here. Fantastic. Play order mattered. Probably got to get out of here. This seems great, right? Seems fantastic, but it ain't gonna win it. We gotta get out of here. This is gonna be definitely a retreat. Not our best pulls here. Not our best pulls. Gonna retreat from this one and get him on the next battle, guys. Alrighty, here we go. Round 2. It's fine, guys. We can take the early cubes, lose the early cubes. I think this deck has enough surprise factor. Unless he took this with the cable, that we have a decent shot to just win a big 4 to 8 cuber here. The other thing is he's setting up a lot of cards that don't have ongoing, so even if he takes our cards, feel pretty good about it. We should be okay. Sinister London's good. We could go with that. We have Luke Cage as well. So right now, this is probably the game we go all in on. If he Collector's twice and then Loki's twice, he has a decent stat line. I think we're going to snap this, guys. I mean, you got to snap on the games where you have a good advantage. We already got what we need from the Spectrum. We don't know our other location, unfortunately. And with the Luke Cage 2, we're spreading out a lot of power. We put a rock in his deck early, and I feel, you know, semi-confident about our play here. We could have gone with Lizard in Shuri's Lab for the 10 power, but I think we're okay. I think we'll be okay. We need to save room for double Spectrums. This is going to be our biggest worry. And we can Luke Cage now, or we can start the Spectrum or the Rock Slide train and really hurt his curve. Tough decision here, right? Because it's nice to get double ongoing cards out on the locations, but we definitely are going to clog them twice. Running a little bit low. Hopefully Rock Slide does go right here, but we'll see what happens. All right, Rock Slide, thank you for participating there. Really appreciate it. Double Cables is tough. Oh boy. It's turn 4. Double Wongs is something, because we get so many Spectrums that this has got to be the play. I think we have to do it. Obviously, he's going right. Me and Wong just had a conversation. He's going right side, so we're okay with this. You're good. Just go over there, will you? Yeah, great, Wong. You're good. Fantastic. Okay, he gets our Spectrum, so he knows our play. He knows our winning play here. And he, I guess, could have a Goliath in the deck. So we have that going for us. We're going to double Spectrum up. No, guys. Hold on. We need him to survive. He's snapping. We're going to ship it. If we lose this, we have a couple times to go back into Gold Conquest. He knows what we're doing. So at this point, the only reason he would be snapping is if he has a Cosmo to play middle. No, he goes Man Thing, but don't worry. Yep, he does have Devil Dinosaur too, potentially. So he's got that going for us, but he's filled up that lane. Mobius dies, losing us priority, which is insane if we lose this because the priority game. If Mobius's death just screwed us, dude, we deserve to lose 8. We could also Shang-Chi because we go second. We have that. I get it. Double Shang-Chi is hot. He could Goliath, but does this deck have a Goliath? I don't think so. I don't know why this would happen. I think we send it. He knows what we're doing. Why would he match our play? I don't know, but JD Taco, really appreciate it. It was worth the long run. He stuck with it. The 8 cubes. He knew what we were doing. He played the same play as us. But there you go. For those, we're streaming this live. So those that think I just get the best Conquest luck, maybe you guys are right. Let's go. We took down JD Taco there with the Spectrum play. Nice surprise play. Even though he has the White Queen, we came away with it. And we headed to the next battle here. Right off the bat, though, this was a home-cooked deck that I was making yesterday, and I'm glad with Spectrum it's kind of all come together. Really think it's a good and competitive build at the end of the day, but let's go into battle number 2. Oh, guys, I can't tell you how frustrating it is whenever I go into a Conquest like this, and I have 2 fantastic matches back-to-back, and then match 3 is a guy that, like, ropes the whole time, and then he retreats and forfeits, and it kills the entire video. We're going to simply just play Korg mid here. Okay. Funny how this location, it lost a lot of its scare factor because the decks that are kind of going down. Lizard Zabu on 2. If this is y'all's hand, you almost always want to go with the Zabu play here. Looking at your forecast, it really doesn't matter. For the most part, that's the play. You know, unless there's something otherwise telling you you want to get priority. But for the most part, you're pretty good. We got the new Angela sing it for the first time, and then it goes back to the old Angela. But 2/2 +1 power. Somebody did not read the OTA. We got our Wong now that we could Rock Slide next turn. Definitely a decision to do. And we're going to spread out our ongoing cards. Okay, so he is playing a movement deck. As I said, I'm not worried about that movement location. We are playing the guy after the OTA that went all in. Now, Man-Thing can swiftly end this guy's life, but we're going to go instead with the Rock Slide now. Clog this baby up. At this point, I'm probably going to snap. Feels like this is definitely a snappable moment. We don't have Spectrum, I guess. And I guess you could Alliance, but we're going to have priority anyway. So, yeah, we're going to snap into this. All right, Rock Slide double. Incoming Elsa. Nope. Okay, is this Jeff here? No. All right. Okay. We're fine with that. Our Rock Slide can handle his own lane. If we get Luke Cage, this guy's done. This is why Man-Thing's in the deck. You don't have to have him. But in this instance, Man-Thing by himself in a lane carries so much weight behind him and is why I think he's just a fantastic card altogether. Also, Mobius screwed up our Zabu play. A little slow recognizing that. All right, here goes Morbius. Or Morbius, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man. I think we're okay with Spider-Man taking... Yeah, we're good with that. We're really good with that, in fact. All right, instantly we get the -2/3 split. We get the Luke Cage and the Typhoid. Let's go. I think best use... Oh, man, we got a lot of play lines here. I mean, this guy's cooked up to a 16, and Luke Cage is going to help us on this side. I don't see where we lose this. He does potentially have Luke Cage as well. To remember that. We can try to take his middle lane. He's going to be moving these cards, right? So I'm assuming we could double up left here, potentially, because we get yet another huge flop here. I guess in a perfect world, there's a lot of ways that we could lose. He could Alliance. He does have priority, so if he does Alliance, this is also an option, because we don't need to win this left side. He's expecting me to go in the Wong lane, in my opinion, yeah. We're putting 16 here. That's 21. If he moves this, he gets 4, and then he just plays 1, so we could also double up here. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but it's definitely worth 4 cubes. That's a Alliance. Let's go! All right. The boosted move deck, once the best deck in Marvel Snap for weeks now, takes a blow down to the 4 cube mark, and definitely a great battle. So for those watching on live stream, I want you to rank this deck 1 through 10 from what you've seen here live for now. You can roast me, say it's terrible, but drop it right there on the right side. We have Vormir, first location, Wong, Spectrum, Lizard, Darkhawk. Again, this deck with so many 2-cost cards, I don't feel like it has really a bad opening line unless you just draw all of your late cards. You know, that's any deck, though. You know what, Lizard, we're going to go right side. If it's a bad location, it's a bad location. And with the early Mobius, don't have to worry about getting a Zabu out, even if we get him. We're at a 7.8 for the deck, guys, so I appreciate it. Zabu comes out. I guess the cool part is we can just play him anyways because we get the Spectrum pop-off on him. We could Mufasa him. Do we scar his ass and throw him into Vormir and Mufasa him, throw him right to the Wildebeest? Moment of silence here for Zabu, taking one for the team. Doing his lion cubs proud. I think he's a saber-tooth, but that's besides the point. We're going to kill Zabu here. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. That definitely scarred me. New Angela right side. Good stuff. We got our Wong we play now, too. I'm thinking our Wong lane is probably safe to set up left side. You know, the Mobius makes this tough, because if he didn't Mobius and we played Zabu, we can get these ongoing cards. We can just load ongoing cards and we Spectrum at the end, but we can't do that. We don't have our Luke Cage yet either. We have Typhoid and then Darkhawk. This is still our best play, though, in my opinion. Why Wong instead of Mindscape? I'll tell you why. We just had somebody in the chat ask that. Because I'm distracted and I didn't see Mindscape. Yeah, so wasn't watching locations because, was looking over there. But also, I just thought ahead of time. And we could do this. But we are giving him a Shang-Chi. Woof. It's like a lose-lose. He doesn't get a lot out of this, though, yeah? He doesn't get that much. This is bad. It's bad. No, we can give him my cards. I don't really care. He still can't play left side. Never mind. He has a Jeff now. Yo. Go right. Go right. Go right. Oh, man. That would have been beautiful. The right silk would have been fantastic for us. The Shang just came out in the shop, guys. We lost every time. He can Spectrum. He can kill us here. He can, we lost every time. It's kind of cool. If we had Prio, I would risk it, but we don't, so we got to get out of here. I got to look at the locations. This isn't going to fly. Read the locations, guys. Avengers Compound. Good to go. All right, opening hand. We got a lot of two-cost plays. We can go into Rock Slide, which is fantastic. We can early Mobius, or we can try to sneak the Zabu out now and capitalize on it, which I'm okay with. He doesn't have much energy cheating outside of his Miles Morales, which we can drop that down if it's too late. So that works for us as well. All right, Zabu down now. Let's see if he plays the Mobius. All right, so they didn't get the Mobius down. Good stuff. We can definitely try to take most advantage of this right now. They don't have a move card, so no point to play the Mobius either. Earlier the Rock Slide, the better. This is where our temptation comes from. Right, because we want to clog the deck. It is tough. Man-Thing makes a lot of sense, but we'll go in and play Rock Slide down. Oh, but Man-Thing. Nah, dude, Man-Thing left is so hot right now. But either way, we play it. Let's get this curve in. We'll get the curve in. This is good. We're fine with this. They've got an Alliance too, so we're already looking pretty good. Okay, so if we want to stop the Miles Morales from coming down, we do play our Mobius now, but we would, which we would be able to play Lizard and Mobius. Not bad. Turn 5, we go into the Wong. Also not bad. I think Man-Thing is going to win it on his own. And we just want to ensure priority at this point. So man left is pretty good, but we'll go right side instead. And I think we're going to snap into this 2. Because if we get Spectrum, I'm feeling quite solid. But we want to stop the Miles Morales more than anything.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Hey, Spider-Man down here, that's fine. We played nothing, so we're absolutely fine with that. And I honestly think you could sneak in Shadow King into this deck, by the way, y'all. Because really all you have to look out for is the Spectrum at the end, which is no problem. We go left side Wong. I think this is just Man-Thing, y'all. This is probably just Man-Thing or it's Darkhawk. Or we play Wong now, and then we could play Darkhawk and Shang. Right now, Darkhawk's worth 10. So we've got that going for it. This, though, is almost a win, but we don't have our own... Yeah, you know what, though? If he plays Mobius this turn, we've got to get this down. I don't think he would cap off the Mobius, but he can move the Nightcrawler still, so we'll get the Man-Thing down now. He goes with the Silk play, so we still can play 2 of our 4 costs. So things are looking really spicy now. He can't Alliance mid. They do still have a lot of good play lines, but I think we have better play lines, yeah? There's no way they catch up to this, but maybe they do. This is 10. We put 17 here. Silk, we don't play a card, so they can move the Nightcrawler. That's 2. They could play here. The Silk moves there. That's 9. And then they've got like a Vision. This wins. I think this wins every time. We already saw the Alliance. So that works out for us. This deck is just absolutely slaying it. You can expect a great thumbnail from this one. Fantastic. He's out of here too, so we go double, almost perfect games. We lost it, sadly. 1 health chunk there. Great job to our Baron Mordo player. And we're 2-0. We are 2-0 in our gold Conquest venture, and we've got 1 more to take the Infinity ticket. We're snapping good, aggressive good. We have great curve and pull right now. It's going pretty well. And we go into our last one here. And here we go. We got Luke Cage in the starting hand. Typho Mary and Man-Thing coming out strong. Isle of Silence is fantastic. We did get the Luke Cage, so it doesn't matter all too much. This could almost hurt us, because I'm pretty sure this kills ongoing for Spectrum later. I'm pretty sure this neutralizes the ability. RS, please don't... Oh, man. If RS is not here and they ruin the YouTube video, guys, my heart's gonna break. No, I can't handle this. We've had great 2 battles. Don't do this to me. Don't do it. Don't do it. You gotta play, RS. RS Swartz, I swear. I need you to play. Don't ruin the video. I beg of you. Cheat. Watch my stream. Watch every play. It's fine. It's fine. I'm great with it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't make my life hell. Don't. Guys, it's bad.
Victory.
I don't want it. It wasn't earned. No. We did get ourselves an Infinity ticket, so there is that. And now I'll take you guys into a bit more battles. And overall, pretty good deck. I think the deck works really well, but we will never know how it does in Battle 3. We're going to skip turn 1 here. We do have Zabu, Shang-Chi, Lizard, and Rock Slide in our opening hand. Not bad. Bar with no name in the middle, and he's snapping. So we got a Legion, Scarlet Witch, Reality Stone, or Hood Gamer. So there's that. Do we stay in here? I think so. I think I'm fine with staying in here. We can, if he's snapping because of, he kind of gave away. Like, if he snapped next turn, I don't know if I would assume it's because of Bar with no name. He could have the Nico. Yeah, there's a couple cards that change it, but you know. All right, let's pay attention, guys. Let's pay attention here, all right? New York is fantastic. This is a great location with Bar with no name. Opens up our real estate as well, so we don't hate that. We can do Rock Slide now. I don't think he has Mobius. If he does, in the future, we would play that line instead. He goes Korg. Are we playing the same deck? Luke Cage? Hold the phone! Okay, well, if he's playing the same deck, we really hurt ourselves, and I would have the upper advantage in my humble opinion. This is too risky, right? Because he could change this instead, and then we're not looking that good. We don't have Spectrum yet either. It's kind of a safe play here. Just get the double 2s out. I think this feels pretty good. There we go. I think this is probably the way I want to go about it. Yo, we're playing the same deck. At this point, we actually don't want priority if we are playing the same deck. We want this guy to go so that we can ruin his day. Priority is pretty easy to throw. We just play mid, and then I can move that later on. So we can still get this down. And get this down, and then we can play a number of things. This feels pretty good. Do we snap into this, guys? This feels pretty solid to snap, though. He doesn't play anything. We still don't have priority, so we're good there, right? We give him priority. Okay, so we still achieve what we want to do. He probably has Shang as well. We need to keep that in mind. I don't think he has anything to change. I don't think he has Legion in the deck. I don't think the guy's got Legion in there. Wait. First of all, we would have, I think we would have won either way. Hold on, we would have won either way. But the Dark Hawk, I forgot, doesn't resolve until after he moves. Oh my gosh. That's fantastic. That's fantastic. All right, that's a little nice takeaway there. We got another 8. We have gotten so many 8-cubers with this deck. That's insane. All right, well, it's a good thing we did not go Zabu. Could this be a mirror match? Could we start to get this deck out there in the wild? Potentially. If he is playing Mobius, we should too, yeah? I don't think I want to double up Mobius, but with Dream Dimension, why not? And get the double ongoing effect. Magic Gamer. Okay, all right. I feel pretty good about this game. Because we can Wong right side as well. We have a few ways that we can win this here. Turn 5. We have 7 turns, so keep that in mind. All right, we're going to win right here, guys. This is it. We have PewDiePie at home. I'm definitely the we have PewDiePie at home. Yo, this guy's playing all of his best cards right now. What's our buddy playing here? Do we know? Do we have any idea what this guy's cooking up? Do we have any idea what's going on over here? What are you playing? What are you doing here? Invisible Woman. What? With the Jubilee? Is this Tribunal? Is this a weird Tribunal deck? Or it could, I guess, be a C3, I guess, is what this is going to end up being. And then he placed it all right there. Okay. We're about to pop off here. Yo, is that a Ghost Rider? Please be a Ghost Rider. I hope you can't. You can't do it. No. Yo, I won. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Yo, what? I just lost to the most fantastic cook. I kind of want to keep left lane. We can risk the right side. I'm okay with that. Do you ever get burned out from Snap? How do you avoid getting burned out? Yo, I've had content creators ask me this question too. I don't know. I like Snap. Like, I truly was not going to make gaming content again because I was doing variety stuff when I was doing the Ludwig thing. I just love the game. I have fun with it. I have a great time with it. I rarely, because I enjoy making decks, like, I don't get caught up in, like, this card's toxic. Like, I just enjoy trying to make stuff that wins. You know, I don't know. Just like it. None of this feels good, but we can go middle. Great. So he stole my Mobius just to nope out and kill her. What a guy. Turn 5. Yeah, this is probably the play, yeah. Feels okay. You could also protect the middle by doing something, but this is probably good. Yeah, I don't know why I don't burn out. That's a good question. I don't burn out on a lot of the stuff I do. I feel like I can always get better at doing stuff. I think we won, chat. I think we're okay to say that we won this. Maybe. He could Pro X mid or some craziness. Why would he have Pro X? What's the point of Morbius? I'm assuming you're saying Mobius. It's an ongoing card that we could take advantage of. So any ongoing card, right, is going to work in the deck because the whole goal of the deck is to surprise them with the Spectrum play. There's no way. Okay. Yeah. You know, I feel like we're okay to win this. We tie here. We're winning there. We could play here for the protection. If he plays anything over our Typhoid, we just win. Do you guys like Shung better in the middle or Shung on the right better? I think both are winning plays. Yo, what? What card is that? I've never seen this card in my life. Legit, this is the first King that I've had played on me, guys. 2 months? 2 months? Maybe more? What a play! I don't think he can beat this play. I guess we could do this. That's stupid, though. We could also do this, right? Because then we go up to 8 and we kill anything big he puts here. But if this is a tiger, we still win. Is this how we mix it up? I think this is how we mix it up. I think we could just put it in the middle and be just fine, but I think we're okay over here. I always lose to King by overthinking it. Typical King player. How do you... I've seen this discussion all the time. How do you fix King? How do you guys fix King in your book? And that is going to be it for today's video. Again, if you guys have not stopped by the live testing, it's a blast. I plan on doing it every new card in OTA. You can find me over on Twitch. I'll put that down in the description below. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that as well. Help support a ton. You guys have a good one. Have a great one. Till the next one. Happy snapping.